Sounds get laid down on West Side Wednesdays, OG Sundays, Flashback Fridays. We're cruising with G-Lew, fabulous lowrider oldies. So just let me introduce myself. I'm Tweet Cadillac, baby. I drink up all the Hennessy you got on your shelf. We got to keep it fly, PI, and you know why.
Message to the little niggas,
Northside. What's happening, man?
He from the city of rat packing and burner clacking. We go boom boom, then we dump on him. Chain long, extension cord with a brick on the end. Went from pro cats to them vans. Gangsta music back in style now. Been a while since I got loose. They say Kip got the juice now, homie. Kept my hot sauce if it popped off. Watch his top get popped off. Watch the man walk off. We in the last week, slow smoke through the hashish. Always kept some pretty toes in my sheets. Executive suite with them personal butlers. Used to fly through the hood in the colors. Bunch of lawless ass Matt Turners. Wrong turn, we gon' gun you. How the fuck these new niggas in the gang now? But can't give me one gangster name to jump them in. And I'ma put it on the hood, Lincoln Park, that is gangster.
Join the game, man. I mean the game, man. Well, let me tell you something, man. A lot of people gon' die. A lot of kids gon' die young. A lot of people and a lot of neighborhoods gon' change forever. A lot of people gon' live with a lot of scars. A lot of people gon' die with a lot of bullets. Gangsta music.
What's up, hood? Yeah. Oh, so you wanna be gangster, huh? Talking to a nigga, man, that ran with Snoop, ran with Suge Knight, been at death row, all the wars, West Coast, archaic. They set the stage and rage. The police trying to give a nigga 1,000,000 nights, 1,000,000 days, 100 years, penalized. So many deaths, 1,000,000 lives, so many tears, so many lives, so many died off of pride. Now is this the way you wanna live your life, nigga? Is this the road you wanna choose to ride? Now tell me about it. I ain't got nothing but time. See, I'm a Crenshaw vet. The smallest out the hood, break a nigga jaw quick. When I was young, getting down in Thunderdome, and now that was fun. This the type of lifestyle I'm trying to save you from. I see y'all with y'all rags and them flags y'all flaws. Too many gone, too many lost, all behind them walls. You niggas is blind to be pushing the line all false. But you know what's crazy, my nigga, and hard to compute, hard to define. Pushing the line and teaching the youth. Now that's gangsta. Like my brother Draws taught me. We trying to stop the homies from gang banging, my nigga, the young ones. We need y'all to be doctors and lawyers, cause we might get sick one day. You hear me? How we gonna get well? These funny ass niggas in the game. You understand me? We got homies that's behind them walls. They need somebody that know the law. You hear me? How you gonna help them if you in there with them, my nigga? Think about it, cuz. Now that's gangster. You hear me? Get a position. Don't be like us, be better than us, my nigga. You understand what I'm saying? You'll love me later. That's gangster.
Atlanta.
Yes, sir. It's the G-Lew Show. Flashback Fridays, and tonight we have a special guest live in the building. OG Mike Geronimo, original Cash Money Click member. He's here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me do it like this right here, get situated, and we'll be right back in like 2, maybe 3 minutes. Flashback Fridays, the G-Lew Show. Mike Geronimo up next. Let's go.
I'm on your motherfucking ass regardless.
Yeah. You know, and
Who are we? The Q and B. Supreme Team. Black King. Y'all niggas dead. Check it out. The way niggas started stressing me, making me wanna dump. Wanna run for the cloud and pull that slide and make them niggas jump. Better run back to your crew, I'm on that shit for getting loose. Using this microphone, strangling y'all niggas like a noose, not produce. The fattest raps and spitting our strategies. So-called rappers' anatomies, confiscating their salaries. And the bare reality's nothing that you could do. When I'm after for some other shit, but come looking for you, be ripping through. Gonna make yourself a casualty too. When you pursuing to undo what my league put together. Still them niggas keeping Berettas up on the leathers. In the back of the expedition with the Mac, we like whatever. Gotta warn y'all that we loving this lifestyle of running shit. My niggas, I'm thugging with, and these bitches all on my dick. And they get sick about a minute, we fitting to make a meal. Partner, before you draw, you gotta chill. Motherfucker, better run, nigga. Yeah. Cause it ain't no time for me to lose. You better run, nigga. Yeah. Under the gun. You better run, nigga. Cause ain't no time for me to lose. You better run, nigga. Yeah. Under the gun, under the motherfucking gun. When it comes to handling busters, nobody could do it better. We coming up out of Queens, hope you got it together. I'ma leave all these streets up in the flood of red. Gonna let this stray 80 whistle something inside your head. No arguments, motherfucker, no time to talk. Gonna have the coroner outline your body inside a chalk. Walk the walk, no matter you get done for me. Give a fuck about who you sending here to come for me. Running at top speed, busting with nothing more to lose. Got a whole pack of niggas ready to light the fuse. Tonight I choose to cut you off from life itself. Elusive the 2020 bar move with stealth. So hear me well when I say this. Cause what I mean, you getting cut from the playlist. Leaving you nameless. One in the same with this vendetta I'm in. Pray to God you ready, we letting this begin. You better run, nigga. Cause it ain't no time for me to lose. You better run, nigga. Under the gun, yeah. You better run, nigga. Cause it ain't no time for me to lose. You better run, nigga. Under the gun, under the motherfucking gun. I told niggas, man, this ain't no fucking game, man. This shit is some serious fucking business, man. Don't fuck with me and don't fuck with mine. Now you got time here to play with. I warned you, inevitably I'ma still get up on you. And especially you handle the scandalous, you can see we the most superior niggas that hit the industry. Follow me, I'ma lead you. Step out of line to my goons, I'ma feed you. Now is it clear? Another calling of the prodigal son. Nigga, you gotta run, you gotta run. You better run, nigga. Cause ain't no time for me to lose. You better run, nigga. Under the gun, under the motherfucking gun. You better run, nigga. Cause ain't no time for me to lose. You better run, nigga. You better run, you better run, you better run, nigga. Yeah. Tracks that, like Geronimo.
Welcome to the G-Lew Show, Flashback Fridays, radio, sponsored by BTP Media Group, 93.2 FM ISM, Dee Harrison, theglueshow.com. And I'm joined by my lovely, beautiful co-host, Miss Queen Jean. Good evening, Queen.
Hey, good evening. Happy Friday to you and our people in the audience. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, Queen. I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain too much. You know, we are here, so yeah. I can't complain.
Right on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You okay, Queen?
Yeah, I'm okay. Just got some news, but I'm okay.
Okay.
You know, yeah.
Some bad news?
Yeah,
wow.
I'll text you. Text it to you.
Okay.
I don't want to put it out over the airwaves, but yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So look,
okay.
the show must go on. So let's not put a damper
yes.
here. because I'm excited about our guest, Mike Geronimo. I'm very excited about his story. Yeah. Dope lyricist, though, that's for sure.
He's here.
Oh,
yeah. Geronimo, he's a real one. Go ahead and introduce our guest, Queen.
Yes, he is. Okay, we have Mike Geronimo, legend from the 70s and 80s hip-hop from Queens. If you guys don't know about him, stand by, check his history out, because he has history. A real brother, dope-ass lyricist. I had to bring him in like that, G-Lew. I had to. How you doing, sir?
For sure. Hold on. He ain't. We ain't gonna put that much on him though. He ain't that old right there. So I just want to just say that because he ain't that old. But bring him on in. I had to get you straight, homie. Hey, big homie, I had to get you right, bro.
Yeah, I heard. Like
I got you, bro. I got you.
I'll put it this way. I'm just getting used to OG. I'm just getting used to the term OG. Like that's brand new to me, and I'm trying to get comfortable with that. But it's cool so far. But I appreciate that, blood. Thank you.
So, hey, she put you in the triple OG status. She said,
right.
Now, he ain't that old, Queen. He came out like
you have to get like AARP right there.
No. I put him in the triple OG status because I checked him out today, and for me, that's what I see. So
I appreciate that. I wasn't
speaking on numbers. That. Yeah, I wasn't speaking on age.
Right.
Yeah, I'm speaking on
My age is fine. So. Just by the way, my age is fine. I'm okay with it. Y'all should be okay with it too. Not you, Queenie, but everybody else out there. They should be all right with it too. You feel what I'm saying? So we all right. We good. We good. What's up with y'all? Y'all all right?
I'm excited.
Yeah, we good, man. Glad to have you here, bro. Glad to have you. It's an honor, homie.
Man, I'm glad
Definitely
to be
honor.
Here. Likewise, I appreciate it.
Yeah,
man. I appreciate it.
For sure. And I know Mike Geronimo, you got a crazy, story. And I know just kind of recently you've been talking about it a little bit more. You know what I mean? But the story is crazy, man. Just from how you came in the game and so many things, ups and downs or whatever you witnessed and seen. You seen the whole game from like every angle. Early, the people that became stars. The people that did their thing that you helped. You seen them coming up and so many things with the label and the herbs and all that. But I guess we could just start off with just giving the people what you want about Mike Geronimo, what they don't know, who you are, where you came from. Just what you want to give them as an introduction, homie. To do it properly.
I mean, I basically came from Flushing, Queens. Irv Gotti found me like when I was about 19, 18. We ended up going to the studio. I did a demo with him, and that demo had a song called Shit's Real, and that actually became my first single. And from there, I got signed to a deal, and I was like the first artist that Gotti had gotten signed to a deal. And then we did The Natural, and the next thing I know, fast forward, I'm sitting here talking with you and Queenie. so that's about it.
Wow.
That's about it.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. I can't complain, and I'm very appreciative, and I'm very, astonished, now that I'm older and I can look back at it all, and I'm just very blown away, that I have gotten there to do any of these things. So it's amazing. I'm very thankful.
Right. Geronimo, you were like a first for so many things when you came in the game. Like you said, hooking up with Irv. Obviously, you were like his first artist. I guess him trying to get his feet wet more than what he was doing. I know he was involved in the industry a lot, but I guess that was probably his introduction of trying to do business and get a label. You mentioned the TVT. I guess you were one of the first to be signed to them too, because TVT wind up doing a lot of business with a lot of people, but I know they later folded or went out of business and had a bad taste. But you were there for the beginning of that as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and just the pre-merch, just the whole everything. You were there for that. Could you tell us about that part of the journey?
Yeah, I mean, basically, what ended up happening is we had met with 3 labels. TVT was one of them, and at the time, TVT was heavily involved in alternative rock and soundtracks, and they wanted to open up a division called Blunt, and that would mean that if I did sign with them, would be the first rap artist on their subsidiary from TVT known as Blunt. And that's how it went. And so, TVT was the first, I was the first. We were all, in the water, figuratively speaking, first time together. So it had its ups, it had its downs. But as I said, now that I'm older and I can look at it all, I'm very grateful that, it could go that way and that we had that experience. So shout out to them. Shout out to Steve Gottlieb. Shout out to everybody, Vera, Wanda, Chappie, Brian Leach, Polo Ground Music, all of that. Everyone who was there.
Polo Ground too. Wow. Let me ask you this too. How was it? Like you just said, it was ups and downs, but being that was your first label or first deal that you signed, I mean, I don't know if you knew what to expect or you could have expected more. I mean, how was that? Because everything was new, not only to you but to them with the hip hop label and then Irv. I mean, all the way around. Because I know prior to that, Irv was just, I guess, in the industry. But was this his first deal with himself as well as the label?
Yeah, like everything pretty much with the entire scenario was the number one. Meaning, it was Gotti's first. It was for Gotti's first deal in the industry, substantial deal. It was my first time signing a deal. It was TVT's first time launching Blunt. It was Blunt's first time launching an artist. So all across the board, all of it was just, like I said, it was just a first time for everyone. And that had its pros and that had its cons, but all in all, crazy experience. Right.
And looking back, now that you say that, looking back on it, the ups and downs, I'm sure the cons were like, again, I don't think, even though it's almost like you got the short end of, I don't know the business, but just being that it's the first, everybody learns from the first. So you take stuff from the first time, you, I'm sure, improve it and take it to the next situation and next, like what Irv did, eventually getting it right, but you had to be the, take, go ahead.
It was crazy because like you said, you just asked me, like, what did you expect? And I don't think any of us knew what to expect because it was everyone's first time. And, you can get advice and you can have, for lack of a better term, people that guide you. But it's still your first experience. Right. It's still your first time driving a car. So, and as we all know, your first day driving a car is nothing like you driving a car now. You know what I mean? So we didn't know what to expect. We only knew that we were taking on a lot, and we only knew that if all of it worked, it would be a pretty good thing, being that it was everyone's first time. So we were just of the mentality of like, we got this shit and we got it from Queens, New York, and we just want to get it out there to the world at all costs, and we just went at it that way, and some good things happen along the way, and then, some things that because you're the first and you don't know any better, those things happened as well, but all in all, we're fortunate. And we got through it, and it's a good thing, beautiful thing.
Right. And being with that said, tell us about, because around the same time you're building with the label and with Irv, but you're having a resurgence of a lot of people at that same time, like around that time, I guess 95, 94. It was a lot of stuff popping coming up out of there, and then Queens had a good run at that point. You had Mob coming out fresh. You know what I mean? Nas is doing his thing. Queens, your boy Royal Flush. I mean, there was a lot of things going on that you were in the mix of. How was that for you at that time?
It was cool. I mean, I don't. It's bug because I think when you just living, bro, and you're just doing every day, and you just let the day bring you what it brings you. You don't really, you know what I mean? It's like I don't really ever look at it like, wow, look where I am, or look at what these people are doing, and look at what I'm fortunate enough to be a part of. None of that shit was even in my mind, bro. Like, I was just like, okay, I'm doing what I always do, and it just so happens that I'm around these people and these people and these people, and we're all making a contribution at the same time. You know, for me, it was just all about, it just made me want to be a better MC. It just made me want to be a better artist. It just made me want to spit better than other people. But past that, I wasn't really looking at it like, wow, look at all of us from the same area in the same time, you know, bodying things. It wasn't a thought, you know, but as I said, you get older and you reflect and you're like, wow, that's crazy that you didn't realize what it was, but now that you can look at it, you're like, that's amazing to be a part of. You feel me?
Right. Yes, I'm sure. One more thing on that, I want to ask you from a standpoint of being new to a situation, having a contract, a deal, was it a different pressure for you as well? Because like you just said, you were just a regular dude. This was new, but it was all good. But was it a different pressure being that now, or you got family or different people looking at you, homies, you know, that you got a deal? You know, how was that part of the game for you?
Uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable, you know, because I just never want to let anyone down that I'm around, you know, or that means something to me. So I knew for all the things I didn't know, I did know that when I signed the deal, I was kind of like in a position where I'm like, okay, if I do this, you know, I can make my mom's life easier, my dad's life easier, my brother, you know, my folk, I could do things for them. You know, so there was that pressure to be the best I could, because if I am the best that I could be, then that'll bring me things that allow me to help the people I love, which meant I couldn't let anyone down. So I think that was the only pressure I put on myself. But I think in terms of, you know, people around you knowing what your circumstances are, that was a little uncomfortable, you know. But you live with it and you deal with it and you just find a way, you know what I mean? Just find a way to just be on your shit the way you've been on it, and just don't try to let that shit interfere with anything, you know?
Yeah.
So it was different.
Let me ask you. Right. I'm sure it was. That's why I wanted to touch on that, because I want to get a perspective from you on that, because I believe it probably could be. Let me ask you this, to piggyback off of that. Was it even more pressure, or how did you feel when the outcome, or whatever the things, you know, how things worked out with the situation, with the album come out? Do you feel, you know what I mean? Did you feel more pressure then too, or how did you feel with the outcome of it? Did you feel, you know, everything was what it was, or it could have been better, or?
It was weird because the good pressure I felt was to push myself, because when the album did come out and it did do okay, I was like, oh, okay, you're not whack. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, now you know you're not whack, but now, nigga, you gotta put an accent on the next time you do your thing. So there was that pressure to surpass myself, you know? But to me, that was a good pressure, because that galvanizes you to do your best, and that galvanizes you to dig deep and come up with things you wouldn't, you know? The bad pressure, or not even bad pressure, I would just say the other side of it is, you know, it's like they say, it's not getting there, it's staying there. You know what I mean? And you don't understand that until you do get there, and until you do have to stay there. So yeah, any man would be lying if they said that don't put pressure on him. And I guess it's just a matter of how individuals deal with shit like that. But to me, I was just like, I gotta accept those circumstances. But again, you try not to let none of these outside things fuck with how you do what you do and what you do and why you do it. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So I found
yes, sir.
a way. I found a way. Thank God. You know.
Yep. One more thing, with that whole process and the album and everything is, like people don't know. I mean, they know if they were in the era. Like me, I remember the album came out, everything, seeing the video on BET and everywhere, crazy, right? But early on, you had crazy features, and you had a feature, as everybody knows or may not know, with some artists on the song that became real major. You know what I mean? Again, that you seen come up in the game when you were doing your thing. You know what I mean? Like Ja, Jay-Z, DMX. You know what I mean? And when people would say, if they hear this type of song, like, damn, that should have blew up, or it should have been whatever. But these artists were young at the time as well. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's a different, even when you hear it. So yeah, tell us about that a little bit. What people may or may not know about that.
I mean, it was mainly Irv, and I had met each of them via Irv. So Rule I met first, and me and him just clicked. You know, like we always knew each other, and then after that, I can't remember if I met Hov first or
because he was supposed to be a part of the crew, right?
Yeah, facts. So we all, you know, we all met, and Irv was the hub because he dealt with, you know, us, and he dealt with The Rock, dealt with Rough Rock,
right,
and
not
only that, but my cousin ended up producing for Irv, and then another one of my cousins named Infrared was signed to Rough Rock. So it was kind of like a family dynamic intertwined. So we all dealt with each other, but he was the one that said, yo, yeah, the idea for the song, and then we called it Time to Build, and we wasn't together when we did it. Like, we all did. I think maybe me and Rule was in the same session. I think we did our verses the same night. But X and Hov wasn't there together. Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, when I initially heard it, I was like, okay, they just spitting and they saying ill shit. Or they just going at whoever. But unbeknownst to me at the time, they kind of had like a competitive streak with each other. So I didn't
going at each other.
I didn't know that Jay was dissing X on the record, and I didn't know that X was in return dissing Jay on the record. So when I heard it, I was just like, yo, they crazy. Like, this nigga said hitting them in the head with 2x4s or some shit. And Jay said some shit like, you chicken, you acting like you don't know what an ass whipping feels like. Go on. And I'm like, I'm thinking they just talking regular, but they talking to each other. You know, so, and that was crazy. And then I found that out, and it was actually a B-side, but it was on the natural. And it's just wild how time, you know, reveals everything. And then, you know, everybody got to where they are. And if I'm not mistaken, that's probably one of the only records where you have the supergroup Murder Inc. recorded. You know, so so it's cool. It was awesome, and I love all three of them, and they bring the best out of me. I think we all do that for each other, and like I said, just for them to have that competitive streak and to be able to capture that, and it becomes timeless, is like I would have never imagined that happening, bro. You know what I mean? So again, I'm just thankful it took place. You know?
Right. Incredible. Wow. Yeah, Queen. I'm gonna let Queen get a couple in because I know she has some questions for you.
Queen, are you okay? Because I heard
Queen.
you got some news. I don't know what the
yes,
news
was,
but I'm just making sure you okay.
Yes, I am. Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's what's up.
Yeah, truly I do. You're such a modest and humble guy listening to you talk, and also I checked you out earlier on some interviews. So let's go back to when you was a DJ, because I don't know if many people knew that you were a DJ before you transitioned to an artist. How did you do that transition? Was it a hard transition for you? By accident?
No, it was all by accident. Well, you know what? For lack of a better way of putting it is, I just did it because people around me was doing it, and I think I just wanted to hear how I sounded. And then once somebody around me was just like, "Yo, you should take this serious and actually try and do it," and then I did that, and then it started to become fun. You know what I mean? Like putting words together and making a pattern and then trying to out-rap somebody, that became more fun to me than trying to come up with the best blend or trying to come up with the best cut or the best scratch. Like, I just segued into it, and then once I did, it kind of just organically went on its own, you know, so I stuck with it. But I'm going to always love DJing, like always.
Yeah. I think you're a dope lyricist. So, also, I want to talk about your encounter with the late, great Tupac. Can you tell us about that?
I'm listening.
No, I want you to tell us about your encounter in the tunnel with Tupac, the incident in the tunnel.
I think I pretty much said it as best as I could on a Drink Champs interview, but I mean, basically, he was out, and we knew mutual people, and he had came to the tunnel that night, and he wanted to walk around and see, you know, the whole club. So my brother, myself, my cousin, we all walked with him. And as he was walking, he was rolling his trees up, and, you know, somebody bumped him while he was rolling up and the weed spilled, and he didn't really think anything of it. And, you know, he pulled out more weed, and I told him, I have weed, don't worry about it. And he's walking again, and then a couple minutes later, somebody else bumps him, and the weed falls out. This time, we're kind of like standing by like this, there's like this mirror with a, I want to say like a shelf. Not really a shelf, but you could place your drinks on it. And they were lined up throughout the hallway. So we were standing at that, and he was rolling up. And somebody bumped him, and we spilled. And, you know, at that point, I had saw the bump. I didn't see the guy walk up. But it just looked deliberate. And Fox just looked like he was tired of people, you know, ruining a good time, you know. And it got me upset. So I told him, go get behind me. And I walked in front of him. And my brother was behind him. My cousin was behind my brother. We kept walking. And then, like, another nigga was coming. You could just see it in his face, you know, like he had intent of doing something. And I pretty much just stopped him, and I was like, yo, you know, this can't go on, you know. And I said whatever I said, and I was pretty much like, yo, if it does go on, then, you know, it goes on. And
right.
Pretty much from there, that's just a very condensed version of it. But it was just something that happened, and we was just there, and it's not anything I don't think that I wouldn't do with anybody else. It just so happened to be him, you know, and I just so happened to see something that, to me, it wasn't right, you know. And like I said, he was there with people I knew, and they knew people he knew. So that means we all here together. So I'm not, you know, gonna not do nothing, you know. I can't use, I don't rock that way. We don't rock like that. So it happens, and that's how it went. And like I said, it's not nothing I wouldn't have did for nobody else. Like, it just so happened to be him, and it just so happened to be that day. It just so happened to be that time.
Yeah, and I'm sure he was very appreciative of that. You just, having his back like that and let the other brother know, hey, this is not going to go down. So I'm sure he was very appreciative of that. And let me ask you another question.
Sure.
Go ahead.
No. I was going to say I don't know, what his thoughts of it were, or I don't know any of that. I only know, like, I'm glad that I had an interaction with him in life. Like time and any other time I would see him, it was cool. So I just appreciate again, things I get to experience. That's all.
Speaking on the other time that you seen him, it was at a party, and he told you to loosen up because I guess you was kind of in shock that you was amongst all these people, and JD, the Brad brought you up on the stage, and like, how did that feel? How did that feel when you was amongst these other artists and you didn't even realize that you was an artist of that same caliber at the time?
Yeah. Very weird, Queen. Very weird. It felt very weird. I mean, but in the best possible way. But I never, I never was. I don't want to say comfortable or uncomfortable, but I think that was always the hardest part for me. Was like I didn't realize all the attention you get, from what you do. So that was kind of one of my own battles that I would have to fight, like being okay with that, So it was just weird, and it was just dreamlike, and it was like surreal, like because you watching these people one day on the TV when you come home from school, and the next thing you know, you're like, oh shit. This nigga just pulled me on stage, and that's weird. You know what I mean? Like, that's bugged out. But I think it was so many emotions, but I think that I did have enough about me to understand, like wow, this doesn't ever really happen to people. So this is something special. Whatever you're doing, it's something special because is bringing you to places like this and things like this are happening. So you don't have to understand it. You just got to be cool with it, and just keep going. And that's how I took it. That's how I took it. But it was weird. It was weird. In a good way.
In a good way, yes.
Yeah, in a good way.
You also, as a child, you considered yourself to be weird. You called yourself a weirdo. I mean, why was that? That you considered yourself to be different, but that was a good thing at the time. Because look at you now,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I think now, like I said, and all of that. I rode BMX a lot. Like I rode vert, and I wanted to ride for Team Harrow and all of that when I was a kid, and I was good at it. But like when you're from the hood, that's not really. That's not really the common thing in the hood, and you get ridiculed for it. And so you go home thinking you're weird, and you're not weird at all. You might just be on to something way before anybody else was, But that's just being youthful and not having the confidence that you're gonna have down the road when you know things, But I don't regret none of that. I don't regret always wanting to do what I wanted to do, no matter people said I could or couldn't, and I never regretted not wanting to be in a pigeonhole, meaning like, just surrounded by these things and these things only. You have to stay in this box and this box only. That was never me, so I'm glad I did all of that shit. I'm glad I got picked on. If I didn't, it wouldn't be me. All of those things make you you. Everything you go through makes you you. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I'm glad I had that.
Yeah. Right. And your
but I'm cool,
your
I'm
song.
cool with the fact. If you ask me, I'm cool with the fact that I was a weirdo. Yes.
But that's cool because I was a weirdo too, according to other people. So I just embraced it. So I can relate to that. You know, that's cool because your song "Shit Real." That's a sample of Denise Williams' "Free," huh? I just want to be free.
Yeah. Shout out to her.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a nice cut. I was listening to that today. It was like, wow. But everything that I listened to of yours today, it is timeless. It truly is. Yeah.
I mean, her version, like my version is what it is, and it's funny because now I can't hear her and not think about Shit's Real. So if I just hear that song come on the radio, it kind of feels like you hearing your song. So it's just crazy that, you know, that I would grow up hearing her sing that, but now I listen to it and I'm glad she did that because she actually helped me get where I'm going.
Yeah.
So shout out to her.
Yeah, shout out to Denise Williams. Denise.
Legendary.
Did you quit smoking?
I just listened to Black Butterfly like 2-3 days ago.
Oh, that's my favorite song.
Black Butterfly is crazy. What?
That's me. I said, Black Butterfly, G-Lew knows that's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, her voice is amazing. She has a intergalactic voice. She's just one of those people that is always going to be that way. Yeah, absolutely.
Just draws you in, Yes, indeed. So one more question, and I'm gonna give it back to G.
Sure.
Did you quit smoking cigarettes?
Nah,
Were you successful with that?
Queenie. I'm working on it.
You put the man on the spot.
And you know what's funny? I'm gonna make you laugh.
He ain't want to lie. He really wanted to tell you no, but he's like, I can't lie, man.
I ain't gonna lie to her because she knew the answer when she asked me. Trust, she knew, but I found the CBD cigarettes that Nori suggested to me on the show.
Yes.
And I bought them, and I said to myself, okay, I'm a body, and I won't buy a pack of Newports, and I'm going to see how it goes. And that shit lasted for a hot 2 seconds. I was like, this tastes like dry seaweed.
Hey, for real shit, though, Geronimo, I used to smoke Newports like too, right? And then this was like years ago now, but all my life. I got on. Yeah, you probably never knew that, right, Queen? But I got on the vape. Yeah, you never knew that, right? But I got on the vape. I don't know what it was. This was some years ago. It was early with the vape pen or whatever. I don't know. And then it just for some reason helped me stop, bro. And I never smoked again, man. So it's been some years now, but I smoked all my life.
Here's the thing. I promise y'all I will, and I know I will because I've quit before. But what I do know, I think people that smoke, they know how their bodies react to the nicotine, and they know, they know how to go about. So what I will say is, anytime that I have quit in the past, it's just totally been random. Where like I've woken up and I've been like, you know what, I just don't.
And you wanted to.
The cigarette, right? And so subconsciously, bro, I might have wanted to and not even recognize that, right? Like the longest I've quit has been, I think, 8 months. So
I used to smoke those cool super long. So I was really smoking cigarettes.
My God.
And that was when I was
that is a harsh cigarette. A cool.
Right.
Oh my God.
Cool, super long. Yeah, the cools because you smoke the Newport and you would think they're the same, but you smoke a cool, that's like a whole nother level.
That's a whole nother level. Yes, and I was in high school when I was smoking. So I smoked until I was about 20, 21, and then I just went cold turkey, and then I went back when I was, for me, if I was in the club, a cigarette just went with a drink.
Exactly.
So that's when I started smoking the Capris. I had to get a little classier with it because they were long, slim cigarettes. So
I remember the Capris.
But I will. I promise y'all. I will one day. Right now. I'll be honest. I'm not really ready to do that. I'm with my family right now as well. I'm in Miami. We'll be having a good Friday night.
Oh yeah.
So it probably won't happen tonight.
Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
So I probably won't stop smoking cigarettes tonight, but I am gonna one day stop doing that.
Hey, enjoy yourself. You only live
And
once, right?
I am working on it, just not tonight though.
Yeah. Right.
Hey, Geronimo. Let
What's up?
me ask you this, right? Because I know, time is limited. But let me ask you this: since he spoke about say Denise Williams, what would you say is like music that inspired you or inspires you or that you listen to? Like, it ain't even got to be no MC or to put you, or it could be, but just like what inspired you even earlier. Like, what would you listen to, get in the car or whatever, you know what I mean? And just like the shit that inspired you or helped you vibe out.
Everything, bro. I would listen to everything from Roxanne from the Police to Jump by Van Halen to Stevie Wonder, any album you could think of, to T. La Rock Is Yours, to Rakim, Microphone Fiend. Like, I listen to anything and everything as long as it sounded good. And I would just be like, yo, that shit is telling me something. And as long as I could get something from it, it didn't matter if it was rock, if it was jazz, if it was R&B, or if it was hip-hop. I would listen to it, you know. And to this day, that's how I am, you know. Like, as long as I get something from it and it talks to me, it doesn't matter what it came from. So my influences is everything from Slick Rick to James Brown, to Aerosmith, to Led Zeppelin, to Luther Vandross, to Cool G-Rap.
Right. Gotta throw some Luther in there.
Yeah.
The big Luther, as you guys would say.
The big Luther.
Yeah, you could get something from everybody, bro. You gotta just take what sticks. You feel me? And that's pretty much how it's always been with me.
Right.
I would love to hear.
What?
I'm sorry.
But I think you'll hear that, like, in the new project when it comes out. I think it's probably going to be more clearer than ever that I have a lot of musical influences.
So we got the new joint. So it's official. It's confirmed. We got the new joint coming out then, right?
Yeah, we working on a new project now.
I'm excited.
Okay. When can we expect it? Do we have a date, or is this in the works?
Well, right now we're not definitively saying what quarter we're releasing, but we definitely are getting ready. Now, actually, we're getting ready to release the video for the first single, Devastation, with my cousin Infrared. So that's getting ready to come out. And we're just working, and I'm excited. Like, I haven't been this excited to make music since, I think, before doing The Natural. So I feel good, and I'm very eager, and I'm just looking forward to having fun, bro.
Right. Wow. That's what's up. That's crazy. I'm not even going to ask you. I was going to ask you about features. I don't even want to know about features. We just want new music.
Nah, don't do that.
So it's all good. Yeah, I ain't even going to do that. We don't put it out there. You know what I mean? We just want new music, and we'll surprise.
A lot of surprises. So.
Right.
But I will say we have a lot of. We're going to have a lot of fun, bro.
I know you got something
for people who don't know, like, it was some shit called the Tet Offensive. That's what it's pretty much going to be like. We're going to drop the Tet Offensive, which we got guests, and we got bombs, and we got bombs. And like I said, I'm excited, bro.
Right. Nice.
I'm excited too.
We all excited, man. Check this out, bro. Let me ask you one thing. Hey, let me ask you one more thing about the old I always wanted to ask you this, and now that I got you here, you know what I mean, the Cash Money Click thing, which was your crew back in the day. Was that something you had before? Was that a Irv Gotti thing or what?
Nah,
and then what did you think later when the Cash Money dudes came? You know, I just wanted to speak on that. Go ahead.
Yeah, like Ashley Wu and Chris Black and they was their own crew. And they actually used to call themselves Dynasty, and then I think it was Irv that was like, yo, we're going to change the name to Cash Money Click, and that's how, you know, that was home team. That's my
Hello?
Right. What happened?
Who did we lose?
We lost Geronimo. What happened?
I don't know. His voice started getting robotic, and then we lost him. So maybe it was just a signal connection. As he was explaining that to you.
Man, yeah, I was trying to get that information, but it's all good. He'll probably get back.
He'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be back. I guess it was a back signal connection. Because we had some bad feedback throughout, but that was a great interview, a lot of good information, man, and once again, a great humble dude. You know what I mean? We've been blessed to have some good guests here lately, Queen, even from New York, because usually the East Coast interviews go kind of left, but this has been pretty good, man. You know what I mean? Even tonight, again, while we didn't promote it that much, we knew Mike Geronimo was coming, but we didn't really know for sure again, so kept it on the hush a little bit, but he showed up. You know what I mean? It was a great interview. Once again, Queen, we did it, and
I was
go
excited,
ahead,
G-Lew. I was very excited after I had looked at did my research and listened to his music. So, now I got a new artist in my playlist. Just to be totally honest, I was not hip to him at all. I know this was one of his songs, but you know that one of his songs, and he sounded just like, he didn't sound like Mace, but I was like, wait a minute, this is, you know which one I'm talking about, right? It's called Nothing Moved But the Money. And I was like, wait a minute.
Okay, yeah.
But I think that's when he was with Diddy. So, yeah, but I liked his video versus Mace. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about his new projects and
there he
done.
is. We got him back. We got him back, Queen. There he is.
My bad.
Geronimo.
I went in the elevator. I went. You.
Oh, okay.
I'm here. Yeah, I was in the elevator. My bad. I apologize.
No, it's all good, bro.
Like that.
You figured you'd come back?
Yeah.
It's all good, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But where did we leave off? Asked him about the what was that? The Cash Money thing. I think you answered that. I don't know.
Yeah, I was saying that that was pretty much Gotti saying they renamed their crew, but all three of them was already a crew. You know what I mean? And they was home team, so I was just like, yo, whatever y'all doing, we doing, and that's that, and we did it.
Right. One more thing, Geronimo, I want to ask you about Queens, man, where you come from. Queens is a big borough. A lot of people, different sides, and from the South to QB and all these places. Tell us about where you come from, though, homie. For the people who don't know, we can show some love to your section.
I'm from Flushing. I'm from a place called Wastelands in Queens. So we're not far from Shea Stadium. It's kind of like a mixture of every part of Queens because you have people from Queensbridge, you have people from Red Hook Projects in Brooklyn, you have people from Jamaica, from Southside, and we somehow all ended up on the same block. And I guess that's what made the area so unique. And it was nestled in between, it wasn't the loudest area in Queens, but probably didn't want to end up on that block. So that's just how it was, and I just made it what it was, and that's where I'm from. Shout out everybody, Wasteland, whole Wasteland mob, everybody know who they are, everybody know I love it. That's what it is.
Hey, is that where my man Flush is from as well? Royal Flush?
Yeah.
Okay.
Flush,
I thought so.
Down the block from you when we was kids. So he looked like Yeah, so shout out to Flush.
Shout out to Flush, man. He a cold nigga. I used to like him, man, back in the day, man. And you guys make some cold shit too. Yeah.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna tell him you said that, but we got something, like I said, on a new project that we working on now. So, and we excited about all that as well. So it's cool. It's gonna be a good thing.
Right. Okay. Well, you know, I know you over there with the family and all that. We were glad you were able to check back, but I don't want to hold you all night, bro, because I know you got your stuff to do and all that. So, anything you want to leave the people with before you go?
Nah, I thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all for sticking with me. Y'all changed my life. Without you, so I'm just eager to give the people something like that. I appreciate all y'all. I love all y'all. Stay tuned.
Yeah, part. And Geronimo, tell them. That's what I was about to say. Tell them where they can follow you at and get all the. Tell them where they could. We'll get that to Queen. Give them all the handles, homie.
Yeah, you could get at me on Twitter. My at Real Mike Geronimo on Twitter. On IG, it's Mike Geronimo. You can go to the website, which is MikeGeronimoMusic.com, and that's probably where you'll hear everything first. You could get the single now featuring my cousin Infrared, produced by Weezy Renegade. It's called Devastation. We're moving. It's on all platforms. You could get it on Apple, get it on Tidal, Amazon, all of that. Did I forget anything? Oh, and Facebook.
Make it right, Cam. We're going to make it right.
It goes all the way to get at.
We're going to make it right, Cam. Right here on the house.
All right. There it is. Mike, do your thing, homie. It's all good, bro. Got you, man. Thank you, man.
It's all real.
Thank you, bro.
Even on this interview, it's all real. So you hear the real experience as it's going. We're making the right
That's right,
right
now. Enjoy your night, brother. Peace, man.
Hey,
sure, I
blessings to your
appreciate
posterity.
y'all.
Peace and love.
Say it to you, Queenie. I hope it works out. You hear me?
Thank you. I received that. Thank you.
Yeah, I look forward to speaking to y'all soon.
For sure. Mike Geronimo, y'all. Flashback Fridays, the G-Lew Show.
Maybe don't know what I'm saying.
This time, recognize. Understand. Recognize. Understand. I format my mind for combat. In fact, I put a hole up in your back, all that's on like that. Rolling thick with my people, ain't no room to breathe. Surrounded by murderers selling drinks and bags of weed. I swing X and get fly with the MI. I'm automatic traveling your static with my semi. So when I squeeze, I'm off in the breeze with these. Licking shots at a whack MC with no direction. I rhyme with perfection skills. Drug a nigga like a pill when it's time to build. Keep it real. Let your head rock when I rep shop. I'm thicker with my style than the bully on your fucking block. Word is born, I go on. I'm breaking MCs with vocal tones over real rap songs. Insane in the brain, up and left the game. Grab a mic up with skill when it's time to build. Motherfucker. It's time to build. 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 It's time to build.
Niggas didn't reach the pain when they shout my name. Horrified by the thought of hot slugs and graves. Cause Ja is the sinister character loading that 4D4 caliber. Infrared aim at your jugular. Who the fuck are you? Nobody cares. You'll just be another nigga that needs repairs. Talking to all them niggas shitting. And all them facts that we steady pitching. Inside the east side flipping. Side still delivering. DOA pushing on to your mind and commence to spray. No bullshit. Math cruising came and left. Scared of life, but wanna play the game of death. What's next? Niggas wearing padded Kotex. Pussy ass MCs get treated like rough sex. I'm possessed. You can't feel what I feel. Learn be easy on the cut.
This time to build. 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 This time to build.
Yeah, fresh on the cleaner with the fuck the next nigga demeanor. You know my work, I bless and press more skirts than the cleaners. I'm dead relaxed cause your cats can't stretch the G. Ain't a jump in the vent and make you high enough to test me. One, niggas is moist like Duncan Hines. Choice when I'm voicing my voice, I got poison lines. So flame on, I turn my game on the expert. Niggas get chills when you hear my name on the network. Fuck with your niggas kicking on the mic and chicken like you don't know what an ass whipping feels like. I'm giving flashbacks, I blaze niggas split like ass cracks. It's the shades of the age, moving in jazz tracks, yeah. So when I'm browsing through your housing projects, niggas get 5,000, shit is rough. Time to close, I hit you with 16 of those. Next time maybe more, but who the fuck knows? Fuck knows, fuck knows.
about 4 inches. I'm a grimy nigga, so I like my bitches pretty. My clothes dirty, dick shitty, and my night bloody. I did too much dirt to turn back now. I'm the reason my little sister smoking crack now. I feel guilty if I had a heart, but I don't. Could live a carefree life if I stop killing, but I won't. It's in my blood to destroy mankind. With every murder I lose a little more of my damn mind. And I ain't got much left to lose, nigga. So don't snooze, nigga. I'm killing crews, nigga. Just pay your dues, nigga. Flex my motherfucking style around. Murder your wife and your unborn child. Think, wow, this how niggas living on the street. A little something.
This time to build. This time. This time to build. This time to build. This time to build. This time. This time to build. This time to build. This time to build. This time. Understand. Recognize. Understand. Recognize. Understand. Recognize.
Yo, this is Marcus T from Timex Social Club, and you're listening to the G-Lew Show.
This should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
Now I'ma kick up dust as I begin to bust on the wick whack. Fucked up suckers you can't trust. When I kick up, I lick up. Your face gets smacked up when I rack up. So all your motherfuckers just pack up or get slapped with a swiftness. If you think you're swift, what's the gift? Merry Christmas. Now stuff that in your stocking. I'm knocking them off the boxing, knocking them off their socks. Cause Robin is rocking, breaking them down to the slab, taking them down on it. Now what you wanna do, you wanna battle, Then you rush it quick without a motherfucking paddle. Rattle that brain, I'm not the same old plain Jane. Roll on you like a boulder, you're nothing more than a grain or a pebble. Take it from the real rap rebel. Not Bushwick Bill, but I can take it to that other level. You think you got pull, then pull it. I got the trigger, so I figure you'll bite the bullet, then bite the dust. So what the fuck, do what I must, and what I must is bust the bubble or do some trouble for you. So get to my Luda lady of rage is coming through. I fear no one, I make them cool off like the polar cat. Lynching as the hits, misses the roller's back, pushing packs to make a profit. Thinking dope duck on a topic, so stop and give me my pop kit. I'm living large like a fat bitch, so get back, bitch. I'm hard to bogart, so the fat shit. This young black kid, a mercenary, merciless, murdering millions of niggas. So who's first to this? They say I'm bad, so you'll find none worse than this. Chewing motherfuckers up like a Hershey tip. Put to sleep, loving the lyrics, I leave in the minds of each. But when flex, too complex, tracks, the men on peak. So feel the wrath, nigga. I rip in half, niggas. You quick to talk shit, I whoop your ass, nigga. So watch me blast, nigga. Cause I'm the last, nigga. You wanna fuck with, so up your cash, nigga. I make them stagger. I'm scared with this Jimmy Swagger. I'm a good dragger. Cover your girl and watch me tag her. Pulling steel like a stunt. Sewn like an ID card, nigga. No need to front self. Hear the torment of a track on crack, and I'm strapped with a semi-chrome Millie 10 Mac. Yo, I break some more. Cheap, deadly as Jason on Friday the 13th.
Back in the days, niggas they used to scrap, but now in 92, niggas they pull they strap. Cause police them come wicked and them shoot niggas, so niggas retaliate, start to loot, execute, boot, stomping black soldier, here to teach and mold ya. The innovator, dominator, narrator, RB to the motherfucking X, flex, wicked. Silently, bump and be found into breed by a maniac with a gas. See, nowadays, niggas is like that. I pull my trigger back, so bullets go. Boom, boom, boom. Now I'm on death row. Fuck it, niggas going wild. Every night they shoot, it's like they Bruce. Maybe you should get a cap raw vest for your chest anytime stepping through my hood. But better do you no good. One slug to your face, no hate, you're getting smoked like wood. Nasty nigga, bloody punks, they slap on the concrete. Carving up cops with some yellow tape, but the murderers escape. Audi like 5 G's, lyrical gangbang, but it's just a Jeep gang.
There is nothing to hide here, no way to pretend. We relate, we disagree, we disengage. We are running into each other. We are the song that writes itself. The melody replays in the key of elevated living. We forget the words, we never forget the feeling. Glory and divinity conduct our symphony. We are infinite affinity. Wrapped in sacred epiphany, we are meant for we. We are flowing, we are growing. We are open like the Red Sea. We walk through with confident uncertainty. We kneel here, we heal here. We open our hearts to the heavens. We use our tears to cleanse our canvas. The fear floods us, the love is electric. Self-inflicted pain, we dance in the rain till the fear is drained. 'Cause pain is the light, pain is insight. The body hurts, but the spirit grows. The flesh is starving while wisdom overflows. I got a question only Lord knows. Does life birth us twice?
$dollars off the padded pen, trying to rise from the bottom to the top again. Separate the foes from the false friends. Think about the people that we lost again, like my granny, my auntie, my daddy, and them. Long dark roads that we travel in, but the problems of life we surpassing them. You know I made it too far to go back again, so I'm changing my wrongs to make them right again. Writing these songs is like releasing my sins, releasing the stress. The progression begins. I got a lesson to learn, I got blessing to give. I got a struggle to fight, I got a battle to win. Never knew life till I started to live. Had to sacrifice for the sake of my kids. But as the world turns and the earth spins, we gotta focus more on what our purpose is. Gotta rise above these petty surfaces that they put us in front to try to hurt us with. Gotta teach the kids, show them right from wrong. Get inside their brains so they'll be mentally strong. Turn off the lights, turn on my microphone. I'm getting in my zone, homie, life goes on.
Life goes on and on. Life goes on and on. Life goes on and on. Baby, life goes on and on. Life goes on and on. Life goes on. Life goes on and on. Live now before it's on.
Now before I go on, I gotta give respects to the moms of single men. You gave it your best, but it wasn't enough to save yourself from the death. Now you're dying inside and steady blaming yourself. But it wasn't your fault, you never had no help. Dad wasn't around and out of town he left. Now you're walking around just trying to blame yourself, because the pain inside is kinda hard to accept. One party is stressed, the other part is depressed, but the weight of the world has got you overly pressed. Pain is love, and love is life. In life we learn to live with sacrifice. You gotta take the good along with the bad. You gotta make the best out of this life we have. Take the pen and pad and map out the rest, cause in the end the pain is only friend that's left. But life still goes on, the world ain't gon' stop. Just because I'm down, it don't mean I got to give up. I got one life to live, and before I go, shit, I'm a damn show, live it up. All these promises that I chose to keep, I gotta make them all come true. Homie, I'm the chosen one, and all the ones that's gone, we gon' live our life through you.
Life goes on and on. Life goes on and on. Life goes on and on. Baby, life goes on and on. Life goes on and on. Life goes on. Life goes on and on. Living now before it's on.
Now I lay me down to sleep, I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. My soul is safe, make no mistake. If I lose my life, I still win my faith. Born to die, yo, but still we pray. We mourn at night and in the morning we lay. Now we rest in peace to give our soul the rest and give the rest to God, cause he controls the nest. Now our soul is kept inside the afterlife, and after death we stand before the Christ. Now I pay the price for the life I live, the sacrifice for the nights I sin. Reach the end of my endless road, now I end the song. Life goes on.
Life goes on and on. Life goes on and on. Life goes on and on. Baby, life goes on and on. Life goes on and on. Life goes on. Life goes on and on. Living now before it's on. Life goes on and on. Life goes on and on. Life goes on and on. Baby, life goes on and on. Life goes on and on. Life goes on.
Back-to-back Benzes with the wild gremlins, Gordier style lenses, talents in the 40 cal. This is life now. Let me find out you want the lifestyle of mine. No pal of mine, running with goons with knife wounds from jail time. Got the squad looking like tycoons. We all shine while we poly with the flyest mommy on 25th Street. Watch a honey in the legs to it. I'm in the 6B with the 12 next to it. You wanna stick me, then put your best to it. A die black, we see you in a law kingdom. You try that, check the fly cat 2.5, multiply that. Cash rules on my arm, I flash shoes and tattoos. You can look but don't touch me, bad news.
American me, elegancy, treasury, with the hopes to be rich before they bury me. Born a Baptist, but moved on to higher practice. My fire ashes, only max I interact with. We all dawns, strong arm, a long calm. But if it's war, we on. Coming for niggas who force me wrong. Select features, sit back, connect the pieces, inject the thesis. Spoke to my boss and left me speechless. He saw me sprout, going through worlds that wore me out. Never call me out, bitches and money, that's what we all about. Through all about, landed here. Beach houses with the chandelier. Me and my crew, mad cans of beers, coping. Live vibe, still eyes open, it's clear. Presidential suites at the Tangier.
How you living on your block?
Mine's is hot. How you living on your block?
I got it locked. What's going down on your side? Who got shot?
Same shit, done.
Yeah, alright, I'll meet you up top.
Yo, it's hard to shake this feeling that I might get knocked.
Done, you know we don't stop. We can't close up shop.
BBS'ing, nothing less than how we steppin'. Coops kidded, cuties with it, sleazy dressin'. See me flexin', through the hood, these be stressin'. Illegal search, trying to find weapons for gun possession. Never want for questions, every move made is destined. Black professors, let's take it back to the essence. Another version of the Goldie Mad pimp servant. Convinced the urban, Project Ghetto Prince emerging. Half Hispanic, hollow chips, massive damage. The path was granted, loaded gas, flash the cannon. Tipped up, live by morals, don't get it mixed up. This what? Millionaire strut with the crisp cut, switched up, slow going, gold showing, dough flowing, eyes don't lie, hoes knowing, main attraction, lace love in the latest fashion, trained in macking, never rocking gators clashing, assorted wear, AZ firm extraordinaire, make it more severe, lock and sit down, all this shit.
Nowhere to go from here but the top of the sphere. Nothing stopping us here. We locking us here with the black toaster. By my hip bone, fuck a holster. See me at the Copa, platinum choker. The guards with me. Mad blunt smoke, it's hard to miss me. Pick 1 out of 2 dimes to twist me. New nines is crispy. Mine on chips. Rhyme on shit that's strictly made for cats who's rich. Excuse me, is that your bitch or my six? Turning up the volume when she hear my hits. On her wall, mad flicks. Now you want me blasted, but don't get it confused over this rap shit. Kinda lace, looking at diamonds in my onyx face. Oyster perpetual rollie with the day and date. Y'all player hate this. Too fly for female singers who get facelifts and fake titties. We rule the world and take cities. I dreamed of the sun. Happy we made it past the Jakes, fakes, and fiends of the slums. Whoa. How you living on your block?
Mine's is hot. How you living on your block?
I got it locked. What's going down on your side? Who got shot?
Same shit, done.
Yeah, alright, I'll meet you up top.
Yo, it's hard to shake this feeling that I might get knocked.
Done, you know we don't stop. We can't close up shop.
What? It's a dope thing. Niggas know the game don't change. From the coke game to the dope game. From the slow game.
Fuck a no name.
We done did it again, son. They can't fuck
no
around.
Firm
game don't stop. From the dope game to the dope game.
Total package.
Niggas know that the game don't stop. From the coke game to the dope game. Fuck a no name. That the game don't stop. From the coke game to the dope game. Know the game. Niggas know that the game don't stop. From the coke game to the dope game. Niggas know that the game don't stop. Niggas know that the game don't stop. Niggas know.
Hey, it's me, Dee, chilling with G-Lew every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. My favorite show. Make sure you catch me and the wonderful Queen Jean every Saturday on YouTube Live with Conversations in the Hookah Lounge. Catch me on Instagram at Dee_Hairston, where you'll catch all my wonderful posts. Have fun, enjoy your day, and chill always with G-Lew Productions.
It's gonna be a monster, man. We gonna get that. It's gonna be a monster.
Ever since I was 13, my biggest problem has been just to find the right road to get to that rainbow that everybody talks about. And like most people get close enough to count the stripes, but they don't have enough guts to reach out and take that pot of gold.
And what are you going to do?
I'm gonna walk off with the whole pot.
You going to share that with anyone?
There's a possibility I might share it with a little lady I just met who calls herself Diane. It's not gonna be easy though, baby. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be hard work.
I really have a lot of good feelings. I know when I first saw you, I just wanted to touch you and hold you. And there's an incredible excitement about you. Something very powerful.
Yeah, I had those good feelings about you when I first saw you.
So where do we go from here?
You go all the way to the top if you're not afraid. Everything's gonna be alright. I'm gonna be everything to you. I'm gonna be your father, I'm gonna be your friend, I'm gonna be your lover. But you gotta believe in me. You gotta believe that everything I tell you to do is for the best. For the both of us. Toast to what we're getting into.
I'm going to say it like this. You are tuned in to the G-Lew show with the Queen Jean herself. This is Squareopolis, the nerdiest guy on planet Earth, showing appreciation to these people for allowing the Square guy to do what he does. Y'all stay tuned to the G-Lew show. I appreciate you.
Hey, big homie. I'm a product of this shit, homie. You know, shit.
All day.
When y'all got it popping up there, shit. Basically down here in Dago, we got it popping too, you know. Didn't pick this occupation, it came with the environment. A sweatshop out on my block. No way to acquire retirement, gentrification in the way. Vertically integrating me and Nip will politic on this exact situation. Painstaking events that will equal a rep. Park boy flagging through the halls of a Lincoln Prep. Politically incorrect, while I'm known for the set. Front line hubmans at lunchtime, outfit color the jet. Pillar in the community, no chance for immunity. Successful crack men I saw in the 80s ruin me. Gang politics complicated as Kobe going. Our icons, bygones, just right before their wings was gold. Choices, what does that word mean? When you pop on a team, high school, in a gang, when you hang, wear green. One of the fellas before you even knew it. Socked on, bought some older kids for wearing blue kicks. Lying to mom, say they hurt my feet. And the only ones that's comfy is the green Chuck T. By 13, I'm a LPB. Only challenge Southeast before schools use the term bully. Just think if we that got punched on for getting bad grades instead of getting punched on for turning down fades. Could have been a criminal lawyer with all he know about the system. Had straight eyes, the big homie said he could squabble and list them.
Growing up in the hood, now I'm a G. Took a couple fades in the middle of the street. What the hell have we don't stand what you stand for? Niggas are scared to scram, stand what you stand for. It used to be on and poppin'. Now you got too many real niggas dropping. What the hell have we don't stand what you stand for? Niggas that turn faggots, stand what you stand for. Day ones. No, I don't know where they come from, but we gon' keep it 100. We don't stand what you stand for. The real key, where's the rules and we on one. Show me the money, I need the money. Show me the money, I need the money. We get money, I need a bag.
Started off young in the neighborhood. Moms tried to show me how to stay good. Should be under man land of the drug sales. Wrong colors fly to little females. Introduced to the pot of blue color. Watch sales in the undercover brothers. Kid dreams, daydreaming with the fiends. Now it's colors in the hood, we rep it by any means. Could've been straight with a sport. Every 3 weeks, nigga, in and out of court. Trapped in the trap, nigga, no doubt. Kinda funny how they tryna push a nigga out. Get your ass up. Low come in the project. Now it's colorblind rules, nigga, what's next? Take decks, tied with the batarang. Deuce 5 strap, nigga, probably jam. Same color as the sky in the high school. Fuck them other niggas, don't try. Yeah, low, that's the first rule. Keep your composure, kinda cool. Yeah, nice with the tool. You get caught slipping, motherfucker, you a fool. I said, yeah, that's the first rule. Keep your composure low.
Growing up in the hood, now I'm a G. Took a couple fades in the middle of the street. What the hell have we don't stand what you stand for? Nigga, stand what you stand for. It used to be on and poppin'. Now you got too many real niggas dropping. What the hell have we don't stand what you stand for? Niggas that turn faggots. We don't stand what you stand for. The real key, where's the rules and we on one. Show me the money, I need the money. Show me the money, I need the money. We getting money, I need a bag. Show me the money, I need a bag. Me and my niggas.
Yeah, and that's Blue Stamp official. Tribe for him. Beat him down low. Original. Get it? We don't give a fuck what you niggas gon' do. You heard that?
Man,
Twig, what up, Twig?
You late, man. I'm chilling, man. I'm just, man, watching this basketball game with the folks. And this is real hip-hop with G-Lew.
Yes, sir. Shout out to G-Lew too, man, for keeping it cracking for us, man, and keeping things going, man. Definitely all love.
What's up, Twig? What you doing, man? What you been doing, Twig? Man, I'm doing this oldies show, man, every Thursday night, religiously, man, to try to bring back all these R&B legends that got passed over back in the day.
Right.
To me, it kind of matters. The best thing I know is music. I mean, we always raised on them oldies, so I figure, man, I'm trying to be the next Art LeBeau if possible. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah, real low rider oldies Thursday nights, man. But my Wednesdays, all right. I spend with G-Lew. I spend my Sundays with G-Lew and my Wednesdays with G-Lew. So he got to give me his Thursdays, you know? Beautiful time.
With a week, we been Gucci cool all through school, you and me, G. Back in the days, we played practical jokes, so everybody smoked with they lopes and they yokes, so all through high school, girls by the dozens, saying we cousins, knowing that we wasn't, but like the old saying goes, time goes on, and everybody grows, grew apart, had to part, went our own way, you chose the dope game, my microphone paid, in many ways we were paid in the old days, far away from the crazies with AKs, and though I've been around clowning with the underground, I'm still down with my homies from the hometown. And if you need anything at all, I drop it off for y'all if my homies call. If my homies call. It's a shame you chose the dope game. Now you're slang gang on the streets with no name. It was plain that your aim was more cane. You got fame, now you reign with no shame. I chose rap tracks to make stacks. In fact, I travel the map with rap to spray cats. But now I don't wanna down my homie. No matter how low you go, you're not lonely. And I hear that you made a few enemies. But when you need a friend, you can depend on me. Call if you need my assistance. There'll be no resistance. I'll be there in an instant. Who am I to judge another brother? Only on this cover. I'll be no different than the others. A to the O to the M to the I to the E. I'm down to the E-N-D. Cause it's a fall in no time at all. I'm down for y'all when my homies call. What? It's my homies call. My homies call. Well, it's 91 and I'm living kinda swell now. But I hear that you're going through some hell, pal. But life make the records ain't easy. It ain't what I expected. It's hectic, it's sleazy. But I guess that the streets is harder. Trying to survive in the life of a young godfather. My homie is making it elsewhere. Striving, working 9 to 5 with no healthcare. We both had dreams of being great, but here's the bird. It blurred and changed the shape. It's fake. It wasn't my choice to make. To be great, I'm giving it all it takes. Trying to shake the crates and fakes and snakes. I gotta say, my plates are far from great. Before it's late, the pace is quick and great. Smiling face to hide the trace of hate. But my homie would never do me wrong. That's why I wrote the song. If you ever need me, it's on. No matter who the foe, they must fall. Us against them all. I'm down the brawl. My homie call. It's my homie call. It's my homie call. It's my homie call.
good analysis on the board.
Yo, live out here, Jack. Got G-Lew out here, man. You see G-Lew, man. We live out here, man. I'm telling you so, man. You already go. I didn't want to phone tape. We out here live, man. My nigga Face back there sitting in the thing in the cut. We out here, man. We just pulled over in the shade, man. Out here taking a break. Taste the soul. We been doing it big. Your boy Floss the Boss, man. Shit, I'm burnt out, smoked out, got a pocket full of bud.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. It's your number one G, homie Gangsta Lou. Back up in this bitch doing what I do. Here to set the shit straight. Let me take a few minutes of your time, unwind, relax. Break down the weed, roll up the back. Back-to-back shows on the G-Lew show every Sunday night where all the OGs go. Now you know, homie, what's the get down? Front, back, side to side to make it sit down. I'm the shit now, G-Lew the heavyweight marathon runner, and I plan to win every race. No breaks, homie, 25-8. The last time I saw Nip, I shook his hand and bought his tape. Never fake, real niggas can relate. When you keep it solid, you can politic in any state. We motivate by showing homies the way. You can give them all the game, but can't make a nigga play. But anyway, you know the play, cuz, say cuz. Red, blue, and brown make green, so we gon' stay up. Raise the tray up, homie, and hit the switch. Call the homeboy Snow so we can swang in this bitch. Gang bang till we rich, BC be the name. I'ma claim till I'm dead in this bitch. Gang disturbance, we disturbing the peace. Initiated by the hatred that you gave me. Now follow me as I take you on this mission. Fishing, wishing on the stars, who's the G is by far. G-Lew, who knew that he would take over the world? From the streets to rap and the radio with my girl Queen Jean. Got an all-star team of players. Big Floss, G Hank, never seen you haters. Innovator, motivator, I perceive the rest. I'm a 89 original, I bleed the set, boy. Big Pops, BC be the block, G-Lew be the show. You know the shit don't stop. You know we started from the bottom, worked our way to the top. Number one rated Sunday show on Blog Talk. Like no limit, cause it ain't my fault. But all the homies two-stepping and doing the C-walk. After the show, then it's the after party. Then it's back to the studio, we just getting started. G-Lew, better known as the OG. Since his members only the members get in free. Raise up to 83, then tap the switch. G-Lew, the homie Snow, when we out this bitch. Raise up to 3, then tap the switch. G-Lew, the homie Snow, when we out this bitch. Gangsta. G-Lew. The G-Lew show. Eastside BC, OG. Music. What it is. Hey, Snow, let's get up out of here, bro. Hit that shit.
Keep it real all the time, G-Lew, baby.
I wanna talk. Pass the joint. I was born a city they call Buffalo. 0 degrees below. It's too damn cold and funky. Mama raised me on the numbers racket with 8 kids and no father. She said she couldn't hack it. On the east side, where I started swinging, on the corners hanging, out with all the hula. Pass the joint. Now the love that I find in the street, such a crying pity. Ain't no love for brother. Pass the joint. Pass the joint. I think I wanna talk about the place I was born. I was torn. I said pass the joint. Give me one more hit. I ain't finished with it. I got some more to say. Now the players hanging around the main strip, acting like they own the trip. If they had my cash, they could be hip. Strange, they got some bit so tragic. They call me a faggot, and me and all my women laugh at it. Love, I got my good friends there. They really keep me dancing, keep me really laughing. In the country, me, my dog, and horses, hanging out with my family, talking about Stone City. Say, pass the joint. I think I want to talk about the place I was born. I was torn. Say, pass the joint. I need me one more hit. I ain't finished with it. I got some more to say. Need to talk. So that I was born. Got to talk. I wish they wouldn't be so torn. I want to talk. So that I was bred. Need to talk. I'm sure that has led me to my fame. I was born a city they call Buffalo. 0 degrees below. It's too damn cold and funky. I think I want to talk about it. Pass the joint.
Michelle, why you gotta tell Mickey everything about us?
Because I needed somebody to talk to.
But you trying to make it seem like I started.
I just told the story the way it went.
Michelle,
What?
look, since you seem to be forgetting, I'm gonna tell you how it started from the beginning, alright? Cruising down the Ave with my homeboy Boo, laying back like Jack Mello into the groove. The greatest man alive was cold rocking my world. Then it rocked a little harder when I thought it was fresh fly girl. But hold up, I can't go out like it's nothing. I had to conjure up a cool way to stress. They call me ES, the overlord of fresh. I saw you in the dress and I just had to regret. My compliment came through in the clutch. She started to blush, then I knew what was up. Called the next morning, said what'll it be? Dinner and a movie, or just chilling with me. She said me. So I went and got the Slimmy. As soon as I opened the door, she said Jimmy. It was like I was a bone and she was stretching. She got what cold swallowed my ones like Beauty Gretchen. Then after a couple weeks of good loving, my friend, she did the dummy move. She started asking for my dividends. Come around the corner looking funky, fresh. This new Jack babe started popping a mess. Steady tripping, cause I ain't call her last night. I kindly pulled her to the side and said, yo, take a hike, cause I don't need it, girl. Too many problems in this world, so go on ahead with your Jerry girl. She went to Jefferson's and Lincoln. I said, no way, no Slim, what do you think this is, President's Day? People start bugging over things like that, honey. You know the time, so don't act funny with my money. I refuse to abuse my savings and loans. So if you want some ends, baby, best go with your own. Now I said it once before and I'ma say it again. Let's believe you won't receive no dividends. Michelle, how come every time we argue it always gotta be about money?
When I was with Steady B, I had it all. Gucci, Louis Vuitton, gold, Liz Claiborne. I had it all. You ain't giving me nothing.
It's a shame nowadays you got to stay paid. It ain't like the old days when you were serenade. Take walks with your girl at night in the park and in the shadows. She could leave still her heart. But the new wave 80s has everything reversible. Instead of walks, you drive a Cadillac convertible. Two's bound to kill you, all you need is one. To constantly bug you to get her hair done. Every week in the wallet, but your girlfriend got it. I tried to put you D, cause you was my friend. You didn't listen, now she got you for your dividends.
You want another jet? This is ridiculous. Just the third jet this week.
The world is very different now. The world is very different now.
No, I don't like to get upset and I don't like to rip. But one thing that gets me hype is when girls shoot the gift. Now there's a little slang about the J.O.B. But what she's really trying to do is take the D.O.E. and wreck your whole check on the latest design. When you're broke, it's all a joke, but when you're paid, it's fine. This advice to you all in. Begin to let it sink and you can spend, but don't get taken under, my friend. Now I said it once before and I'ma say it again. Let's believe you won't receive no dividends. Now I said it once before and I'ma say it again. Let's believe you won't receive no dividends. Word. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind giving my girl something, or any woman for that matter, if they need it. But love shouldn't be used as a personal Visa card on the strip. It's the same way you trying to get somebody who can be got. Murphy's Law is still in effect. Ain't that right, Wood? Yeah.
Why are you looking at me like that, yeah?
Cause man, Michelle, if I knew you was going through me like this, I would've never stepped to you from the video.
If I knew you wasn't gonna provide for me, I wouldn't have talked to you anyway, straight up. I thought you was the greatest man alive, but I guess I was wrong.
I wonder if my grandpop and pop would do things like this back in the day. Cause man, this ain't worth it.
The world is very different now. The world is very different now. Now.
Very African. Come and step in Brother's Temple, see what's happening. This is Brother Jay of the X-Clan, chilling with the G-Lew Show. Big up to all the gods and the goddesses, to the east, Respect. Bless.
That's Slick Rick James right there. It's the G-Lew Show. I think we're about to slide up out of here in a few minutes. Let me bring in Queen Jean before we end this off.
Yo.
Queen Jean.
Yes. I was just chilling, like,
Hey.
to that music.
Okay. Yeah, that's a cold jam, ain't it?
All of them was cold that you was playing. I want to give a shout out to my nephew behind the walls. Happy Born Day to you. He told me he was going to be listening in, so happy Born Day to you. Blessings to your new
Happy
chapter,
Born Day, homie.
to your book of life. Yeah. Make it great. Make it great. Be safe behind them walls. Yes, indeed. So you got big roadblocks.
Anything else you want to leave the people with? Oh, yeah. We got a big one tonight. That's my boy.
Yeah.
That's my boy right there. So I'm glad to have him on and tell his story, man. So, yeah, he'll be on tonight after hours. Y'all tune in if you can, YouTube. But go ahead, Queen.
So I just want to say peace and blessings to the people. Be safe. Wear your mask. Social distance because this COVID is real. Numbers are going up. People close to me are being touched by it. So lost a sister to it. So be safe. Wear your mask. Quit bullshitting with this because this shit is real. You know, it's real. I don't care how it got here. It's here and it's happening. So quit playing with other people's lives. If you're out there without a mask and you're not social distancing, stop doing that because families are losing families behind this. So that's what I wanted to put out there. So peace and love to everybody.
Right, that's what's up. Yeah, just respect one another. You know what I mean? It's respectful now to wear a mask. Just not only for you, for the other person and vice versa. It's just like respectful, you know. So if you're out in public, you got to go to somewhere, you know, it's just respectful to wear a mask now just to protect yourself and anybody else. So, you know, it's not that hard to do, you know. So, yeah, wear a mask.
Not at all.
Protect yourself, respect yourself and other people as well. You feel me? And yep. So guess that's it. Anything else we got to leave them with, Queen?
No. Well, we have the Hookah Lounge tomorrow at West Coast.
Oh yeah. Let us
time
know.
7 p.m. and East Coast 10 p.m. Conversations in the Hookah Lounge with me and Queen Dee Spicy Queen. Streaming on the G-Lew Show YouTube live. So check us out tomorrow. We have a guest. It's Arthur LeBlanca. He's going to be with us. So check us out. Looking forward to everybody coming and hanging out with us. Bring your personality, hookah, and your chill blast, and bring a friend if you want to. Just come and hang out with us.
That part.
Because that's what we
tomorrow
do.
night. That's what they do. Tomorrow night, Saturday night, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 Eastern. Conversations in the Hookah Lounge. Dee Queen Jean. It's going down. And she gives out gifts. They give out gifts. Dee Queen give out gifts as well. So if you listen to the show, pay attention, you probably get some in your mailbox. You know what I mean? If you pay attention. So tune into the show tomorrow night. Conversations Hookah Lounge. Also, shout out to BTP Media Group, 93 Tweed FMism, Westside Car Club, the After Hours live show tonight. Again, we got Big Roadblock coming in tonight, hanging out with us, man. So and man, what's something else?
Tune in.
Yeah, tune in, please. Oh man, this is what I wanted to say. Thank you for all the prayers for my niece. We still sending prayers up, but thank you for the prayers. As I mentioned yesterday, my niece was in a bad accident, and but she pulled through and everything, and she's okay. You know, you wouldn't know it by the way the car looks. You know what I mean? So we're just thankful for her, and thank you for the prayers, and shout out to my niece Cherie, man. We love you. Get well soon. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I wanted to say. And thank you to everybody tuning in tonight. We love you. All the love, man. Everybody who supported, tuned in tonight, listen to the show. We love you. We thank you very much. So thank you. It's the G-Lew Show, man. We out of here. Love y'all.
Peace.
Tune in to After Hours. Big Roadblock. Love you, Queen. Peace.
I'm rhyming and designing, also creating the dope dev rhyme that is always being taken by a sucker MC that wants to be like me. No trait of originality, but yo, I am not one to down another. So like I said before, just go for your sucker. I'm gonna take the time to drop a dope line, or maybe even two, for you and your crew, so you can start shaking and moving all around to the light DMC and the king of chill sound. It's new and improved like a freshly cut diamond. Perfect timing like a gem is shining. Or better yet, a ruby somewhat like a sapphire. This jam you're forced to admire. Yeah.
Look, listen. Stop, look, listen.
Wanna battle me now? That's strange behavior. Drink and drive, yeah, you're probably safer. Cause when I start, I never give slack. You feel like a kick me sign with strings to your back. Yes, I'm a super duper with the roper doper. I got the clean doors on, yeah, I hope you do. Because I'm gonna strip you of your peace of mind. Now your peace is mine, damn, that's unkind. Come on, admit it. The light is too fly. The rhymes that I say, you can't deny. Because 100% is what I give it.
Say what?
I haunt the house with the hip hop spirit. I tear it, repair it, like your hand me down, make you wear it. Save all your crocodile tears, grin and bear it. And with all your other brothers, you're gonna share it. You hear me, Junior? Junior, be a grown man with the mic in your hand and understand bite is not part of the plan. That's wrong. I thought I taught you better than that, but that's what you get from a stabber in the back.
Stop, look, listen. Stop, look, listen.
MC, master of creativity. Rapping is the activity. Rhyme is a sport. Let it be taught that light DMC is taking no shorts. In 88 I was great, but 89 is my time. Stop, look, and listen to the right rhyme. K-Rock, the DJ, throws the cuts my way. Put them on the reel or reel and let them play. Leg one and leg two, they do the jumping, the dancing, the pumping. Always up to something. But when it comes to the rap,